Hello dancers, my name is Lily and I'm a mother, belly dancer and prenatal movement instructor. And today we are doing a very gentle belly dance, yoga inspired seated sequence. I'm in my first trimester of my third pregnancy at the moment, and I'm really reminded right now of how real pregnancy exhaustion can be. You know, when you have those days where you are just so inexplicably tired and you don't really have a good reason why other than the very real reason that your body is growing a baby, and that's hard work. I've just really found that on those days when I am just so tired that I can't even bear to do, a sort of mediocre workout, just some gentle movement on the mat or on the floor is enough to kind of give me a bit of energy and sort of warm my body up and get me started for the day, or help me to relax at the end of the day. And I've really been enjoying these workouts on those really exhausting days. So if you are pregnant and you're just finding that you're so tired at the moment and you just need some gentle, nurturing movement, I've made this sequence with you in mind, and I really hope that you enjoy it. So we're going to begin in a seated position. You might like to sit on your knees if that's more comfortable for you, or with a pillow under your bum, or if you're like me, you might prefer to sit cross-legged. I will let you decide how you would like to sit. So we're just going to take a deep breath, relax the shoulders down, lift the chest, and we're going to begin by bringing the arms out with the palms facing down, so the arms in front. And we're going to start by flexing and extending the wrists. So this is quite a simple exercise, but often we can experience carpal tunnel flare-ups during pregnancy, and so it is quite valuable to have like a small exercise that you can do to kind of warm up your wrists, get them moving, and just get some blood flow there, And now we're going to bring the hands back, keep them here, keep them flexed, and turn them out. And we're doing some very gentle wrist circles, we would call them in belly dance. Out. If you want, you might like to try leading with the middle finger. Out. Out, which just adds a little bit of flourish to it, but it's fine if you want to keep your hands flat too, like this. And last one, and back. Now we're going to lead with the middle fingers if you want, and go inwards and inwards, so making big circles with our wrists. And now we're going to bring our hands palms facing up, and we're going to bend the elbows and tap the shoulders, and then extend. And then bring them back, tap the shoulders and extend, sitting up nice and straight as we do this, and tap the shoulders and extend. So you might notice that you're starting to feel the weight of your arms. Breathe through it. And touch the shoulders, leave them there. And now we're going to think about our elbows. We're going to bring the elbows up, out, and down. We're going to draw some big circles with the elbows. Quite often during pregnancy, from the shifts in weight in our body as our belly grows, it's quite surprising how much upper back tension we can experience. And so it's lovely to do these kinds of big shoulder movements that can kind of help to just ease that tension that we can feel sometimes. Okay, let's go back the other way. Beautiful. Hands down. And we're just going to gently tip the head to the side. And then to the other side. And switch. And switch. Last two. And back to here. And now we're going to start to tip the head forward. Bring it to the side and back. So really be intentional about how you're moving your neck. This is a typically sensitive part of people's bodies, so we want to make sure that we're treating it with respect. We're not moving it in a way that doesn't feel good. And let's change directions. And back to center. Now back into the shoulders. We're going to lift the shoulders up and then roll them back and down. You might feel a bit of cracking here. I'm going to try and edit that out for you so you don't have to hear it. And then forward. And last one. Okay, from here we're going to we've kind of done our arms, our shoulders and our neck. So now we're going to move into the rib cage. And we're going to start by drawing some circles on the wall in front of us. So these circles are going to go vertically. They're quite little because we're sort of hindered by the fact that we're seated at the moment. So we're going to keep this smaller than a regular ribcage circle in belly dance would be, but we're just sort of working on extending our chest slightly. So we're sliding to the left, lifting the chest up by drawing the shoulder blades down, sliding to the right, and then back. So this circle is kind of going around our spine almost, or around our own center of gravity. Whereas the next circles that we're going to do after this will kind of go around, will change our weight. So they'll be moving outside of our center of gravity. So now we're going to change directions. So sliding to the right, lifting the chest, sliding to the left, dropping the chest. I love the way this move feels and how I can really feel it kind of moving my rib cage around, which I find can get so stuck during pregnancy. Can feel quite your breath can be quite hindered because your organs have been pushed up into your rib cage, all for wonderful things of course, but you know, it can, I feel like, give you almost like a frozen feeling. So it's lovely to do these sorts of movements that really help to get things moving. Okay, and back to center. Now we're going to place the left hand down on the floor and reach the right arm up and over. And then come up, place the right hand down and reach the left arm up and over. So we're not going to hold this pose for long. We're focusing on flowing through it and just feeling that gentle stretch and then moving. And last one. Here. Beautiful. Now we're going to do our more horizontal circles with our rib cage. So this one, we're just going to do a big weight shift. And you'll be able to tell because you'll feel in your sit bones the weight change as you move around. So we're really not confining this just to the rib cage, we're moving our whole center of gravity around. So I feel this one a little bit more in my low back and my hips, which just feels so nice to stretch it out. And then start to make your circles slightly smaller. And smaller and smaller until we're barely shifting our weight and we come back to center. Now let's spiral back out the other way. Obviously, if you have a very big belly here, you won't be able to come as far forward because we don't ever want to compress our bellies. But the most important thing is that kind of feeling of shifting the weight and moving around. And then starting to spiral back in. Okay, so we've moved our whole top half of our body, so we're going to move on to the lower body now, and you might like to grab a cushion for this because we're going to pop our legs out in front of us. Set the feet out in front and placing our hands down by our sides just to support us, sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to begin by scrunching the toes and relaxing. Scrunching up the toes really tight and then relaxing, flexing them back. Scrunching them up and relaxing them. And now moving into the feet, we're going to point the feet and then flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Last two, point, flex, and point, flex. Now from this flexed position, we're going to rotate the feet out, point the toes, and then bring them back towards us. So now we're making a nice big circle with our feet. let's go the other way. So we're going to point the feet and rotate outwards. Flex the feet and rotate back. Point and circle, point and circle out. Okay, and relax. Now we're going to bend the right leg and we're just going to tuck the left foot somewhere where it feels comfortable and out of the way. And then we're going to clasp the hands behind the knee, here, behind the right knee. And then we're going to straighten the right leg and bend. Straighten and bend. So now we're moving into the knee. Okay, so from here, we're going to bring our right knee into our right elbow and bring our foot up, our right foot up to our left elbow. So you can either hold it with your hand down here, or if you want, you can tuck it up into the crook of your elbow here, wrap your other arm around and hold on like this. But if it's more comfortable and you need to bring it further down, you can hold it more down like this too. And we're going to begin by rocking our baby. So we're just kind of wiggling into the hip socket there, which feels so amazing. Oh my God. And then we're going to start stirring our cauldron. So big circles. And now the other way. And back to center. Gently placing the foot down, and we're going to get the other foot out now. So bringing the hands behind the leg here, just below the knee, crossing the fingers behind there, and then we're going to begin straightening our left leg now and releasing. Good. Now we're going to grab our left foot with our right hand, bring our right foot into the crook of our left foot into the crook of our right elbow, wrap our arm around. Again, if holding here and here feels better for you, then by all means do it. And we're just going to rock the baby again. And you might notice that one side feels quite different to the other, especially when it comes to hips. I feel like they're such asymmetrical things. And now we're going to start to circle. So big circle. And then the other way. bringing it back to center, gently placing the foot down. And just take a moment to notice how your body feels now compared to before you did this short sequence and took this time for yourself. You might find that you're a little bit warmer. You might have a sort of buzzy warmth in your body. Do you feel more energized? Do you feel like a nap? Take a nice deep breath and release. And you can stay here and take as much time for yourself as you want or as you can. And I hope this short sequence helped you to love your body and find pleasure in movement and to feel good in your body during your pregnancy. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.